I'm working on a Maytag dishwasher, and I want to run you through what exactly we are experiencing. Say for example, you get all the dishes loaded up and you close the door, you put the selector on the proper wash that you want, and the lid is closed, but nothing happens, nothing works. It could be a couple different things. It could be that this little switch connection has failed, but in our case, what I want to show you, I've got the selector on and there's just an intermittent connection. So if I push hard, you can hear it connect. Okay, and then I let go, it'll stop. Push hard. Okay, so there is a loose connection with this switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through on how to fix that. But say for example yours doesn't even turn on and off. This is a good video to continue to watch because I'm going to show you how to switch and repair the part that needs to be replaced in the event that you have that problem. Okay, locate your fuse box in your home, and you want to find the actual fuse that is for your dishwasher. Now this one fuse could have more than one appliance connected to it, such as the dishwasher or stove. So in our case it's number 3, so we're going to pop that off, and that cuts all the power to the dishwasher. Open up the dishwasher, and this is the internal part on the door that the little connection point is becoming loose. And I'll scroll up right here, and that is where the clip grabs the door and secures it and allows the dishwasher to continue its cycle. Okay, so we have several little screws. These look like hex screws, and on this one they're all on the outer. Your model could be different. There's a couple dishwashers that have just a top portion right here that have screws around it that you'll take off. But in this case, we have to take this whole panel off. And don't get discouraged, that's quite easy, it's just a couple screws. And for Christmas, my dad got me this awesome set of hex bits. And what I'll do is I'll show you what exactly it is. So these are all your hex bits, your P-bits, your T-tips, and in this case right here for my specific dishwasher, we are using the T20. Okay. While you are taking off the screws, put them in an order that the screws will go back in the exact same hole. Next thing, while this is all loose, you're going to slowly and carefully, because you're dealing with plastic, begin pulling this top plastic part off. And might need 2 hands for that. There we go. Okay, the door again is hoisted up. Be very careful, don't put any stress on the electric wiring there. Next part is your black plastic casing here. Yours might be a different shape or different color. Be very careful when you pop that off. You don't want to crack or break it. It is hard plastic, but just again be careful. And that's going to give you access to this whole wiring on the back side of the door. And next thing I want to point out, over in this corner here you've got an electrical wiring point, so this metal tab you can pick up and hoist out of the way. But before I do that, I want to point out one thing. You're going to notice that there is a screw on the bottom side. There is no screw right now on this side. However, don't make the mistake of thinking that you're missing a screw, because that screw actually is the top portion of the dishwasher door that you just took off a couple minutes ago. Okay, so once you get this panel back on, that screw will go back in. So again, hoist that to the side, be very careful. This is going to give you access to the switch. You're going to loosen up this. Alright, now that the piece is off, I want to point out a couple things. On the back side or bottom side of the switch, when this door closes, I want you to listen to the clicking sound. Okay, so when that door closes, the switch is pushed down, and by pushing down on those tabs, it begins or secures the electrical connection and begins feeding to this unit here. Okay, and that is going to begin your wash cycle. Make sure that these are in secure, make sure that the wiring connection points are on, and then you're going to tighten this back down very securely. Okay, but as you tighten it down, again, you are working with plastic, so be very careful. And in the event that that's not the problem, it could very easily be any other additional wiring connection. Okay, so now what I've done is I've taken one out, and I want to show you, see how high that tab sticks up? And it's pretty well spring-loaded back after you push down on it. Okay, the other one is a little lower and not as spring-loaded back once it's released. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get online, look up this part number. Okay, so to get it out, there's a little hook there. Just go and lift that hook, disconnect this wiring connection, and once it pops out, you'll have access to pop it off this electrical connection there and grab the new part. Once you're done with all this, you'll reverse the steps. Another thing I want to check before I finish up the project is that little tab that sticks out that secures and grabs the door. Once it closes, there's a bolt underneath. Tighten that, or make sure it's all the way tightened. Try not to over tighten it. Be very careful when you're using it. But when that door closes, this tab flips up and basically grabs a hold of the door and pulls it in for that secure connection. Okay. Okay, power is back to the dishwasher. Okay, the door has been closed, and as you can listen or hear, we fixed it. The cycle is continuing and all the proper lights are on. Again, I hope it helps. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep watching.